Good evening, viewers. My name is Pretzle, and today we're playing Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Beyond the Sword, continuing from where we last left off in our Sneaky Continents Roosevelt game. I just built the Great Lighthouse, and I shall show up the effect of that now. The Great Lighthouse gives +2 trade routes in all coastal cities. By default, a coastal city, or a city, has one trade route, except for, I think, capitals, which have more potential trade routes. I don't know. I don't remember. But ultimately, in these cities, which would normally only have the one trade route, they now have 2 trade routes. And when I settle another one, they will have 3. Or when I come into contact with a foreign civ, they will have 3. Which, when they would normally have 1, is an extra 2 commerce per turn. Plus multipliers, which I don't have at the moment, by virtue of being so early in the game. But early game, that makes a huge difference, and if I settle enough cities, which with all this jungle I might not, we'll see. Ew, so much jungle. With all this jungle, I might not settle so many cities, but I'd like to settle a lot of cities. Most of them will be coastal, although, bizarrely, on an archipelago map, I am going to have to settle inland. Ew. Alas, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, the more cities I settle, the more commerce I will get, and in some instances, the amount of maintenance I pay will be less than the amount of money I earn from the city from the get-go, simply because of the trade routes. I don't think that will happen this game, because none of these sites look particularly commerce-rich, probably because of the jungle suppressing the commercial value of this river. But there's no commerce up here, the commerce is all coastal. There's no commerce in here, the commerce is just in that lake. All the commerce along here is coastal, so I think I'm going to build the Colossus. Otherwise the only commerce I'll get is from riverside tiles, this ivory, and this sugar, and that's kind of pathetic. So the Colossus is the next one that I think I'll aim for. But due to being industrious and having access to copper, I will be able to build it pretty damn quickly. And AI, even on Monarch difficulty, I don't think gets to metal casting that quickly. So, from last episode, I decided to not move that workboat down because I decided to build a workboat here, and I'll be whipping that workboat, and I don't know why I decided to move it down in the first place, because I decided to do that after deciding to build the workboat here, in New York. But without further ado, let's move on to the next turn, since there's nothing to do here. I queued up all the moves at the end of the last episode. Let's build a road with you. Let's move this chariot next. Oh, hello. What combat odds do I get against you? 86%. Huh. Plus 1.3, so that's effectively 90% combat odds. I shouldn't lose that. Thank goodness I won that. I was prepared to say I shouldn't lose. Well, I did say I shouldn't lose. I was prepared to make a sarcastic comment should I have lost that. But because I won, it kind of took me by surprise. To be fair, I only had a 10% chance to lose, but use it still, chariot? Yeah, I've queued up the granary in Boston and the library. We'll see what other things I can get in Boston. Or what other things I want to build there. I'd imagine I won't be building any units anytime soon. I don't know what I want Boston to be. I guess a commerce city. but it's got a handful of hills. I remember mentioning something about that in episode 2. I might want to go back and look, but we'll see. We'll see. I think this is where I want to leave this warrior. The borders of Boston will eventually expand. Because of that, I'll leave... Oh, hello. Oh, you only have 1.6 strength. Okay. Well, take combat 2 on the chariot. That's the next best thing I can take for it, I think. I may as well... Let's move you up there. I don't get any defensive bonuses from that, but I may as well sit there anyway. Because of the extra sight I get, which is suppressed by the fact I'm surrounded by forests. Great. So I guess I'll move you down there to spawn burst whilst you heal onto that plains hill next to the cow, of which there are 2, so saying that didn't work out as well as pointing it out. Right, you take Woodsman 2. So you get double movement speed in forests and jungles, which is very handy for around these parts, not so much for further north, but obviously there's forest up there as well. So let's just fortify until healed, which is only a single turn. No. Sentry, that's what I want. And you go up there. I'd have been pissed off if there were a barbarian around and I lost my worker to it. Let's move you down there. Hello. Again, I should win. I will have very good combat odds. Oh. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Is that right? God damn it. So I can't actually move my workboat any further north. That's delightful. Okay, well, that was redundant. Well, I put hammers into that. I've got the library. I'll be expanding my borders in 5 turns. So I guess in 4 turns. So Alt-R, does that a reminder? Controller? Nope, I do not remember. Okay, in Bug Mod there's a way to set reminders. Control-Alt-R? Control-Alt-R, hello. So in 4 turns, I will set a reminder to whip a workboat. I should have capitalized that, I guess, but no one will see it. It's not like I'm posting this publicly on the internet or anything. So oh, that's what Control-R did. It turned off resource bubbles. Okay, let's turn those back on. So I got the forest. Speak. I got the forest chopped for Washington, and that's gone into the worker, and will eventually go into a library, which will give me lovely, lovely research multipliers. Build a road. Just build a road. I don't care what else you do. The chariot is under attack, and I won. Good. Now, I don't get any more promotions, but that is still, I think, the best tile for me to sit on. I won't get anything spawning there, there, or there. Yeah, that's the best tile for me to sit on. So you hang around there. You build the road there. And I now have a worker. Iron working is only 3 turns away, so I'm going to move on to that hill and presumably build a road there next turn. You are building a road on that hill, and then I'll want you to move on to that sugar. Unfortunately, I won't have any forests to chop. There is that forest to chop there. That is Alt-S, by the way. I don't remember saying it, but Control-Alt-R is what brought up the reminder window. So that forest there I could chop to get hammers for Boston, but it's slightly less efficient because it's outside Boston's borders. When it's within Boston's borders, it will be as efficient as if it were in its first ring. So there's that. End turn. Right, ironworking. Still 3 turns away. Did I lose research points somehow? When doing this, did I lose commerce? I'm guessing I'm working on different tiles now. I don't know what would have changed, but still. No harm done by doing that. Right, okay. I guess I don't care too much about getting that immediately. Or do I? No, I'd rather grow at the moment. Grow 2 population, then whip something else. We'll see. How soon are you going to be getting back? 12 turns. So I'd expect I will grow Washington, whip a workboat to explore north that way, and then get that workboat to do whatever the hell that workboat wants to do. We'll see. Cross that bridge when we get there. And ironworking is still 2 turns away. What's changed? Something must have changed. I haven't the foggiest idea. But, because that rice won't be in my cultural borders for a while, I'm just going to build a road and chop that jungle first. Whilst building a road and chopping that jungle first. Build a road, skip turn. Which does nothing because it wasn't accepting commands. So, end turn. Just a reminder at the end of this turn, no. I will want to whip the workboat now, I suppose, because I'm 1 turn away from expanding borders. Meaning I wanted to do it last turn, actually, but whatever. Remove that workboat from there. The overflow will keep on going through the barracks. And continue into the settler. So shit doesn't matter at all, really. Build a road on that hill. Okay, now I'll do what I wanted to do. Build the road, cancel the order. I think I'll be doing that throughout the playthrough. But as you can see, it now takes 2 turns to build the road as opposed to 3. Meaning 1 turn of road building has been invested in that tile. So the game will remember that. So when I want to do something else, once I've chopped down the jungle, I can more quickly build the road. Same is true for any improvement and for anything ultimately. You are in the city radius, so I'll just end your turn. That's fine. Okay, so now I get ironworking.
You should hammer your iron when it is glowing hot.
Thank you, Publius Cyrus. Hammer your iron while it is glowing hot. And I apparently did not queue up the other tags I wanted to do, which are mathematics and calendar. I think after that I'll want metal casting. We'll see. At this point I want to know what wonders have gone. Stonehenge and the Great Wall have gone, as shown in this list, which is much nicer in bug mod than in vanilla Civ 4 BTS, as you may well expect. So everyone founded their city on the first turn by the looks of things, and everyone has 6 pop. At least the best civs do. This ranking, by the way, are the most cultural cities in the world. So I am 4th in that regard, presumably due to the fact that I'm not creative, and because I have... I don't know. Whatever. Let's chop that jungle, that takes 4 turns. Let's chop that jungle, that takes 4 turns. Hello, iron. Ooh. That's nice. How long do these borders... 37 turns, god damn it. Okay, so I'm fairly sure I do want a city there. That city is probably going to be where I want to build my Moai statues. Look at the amount of coastal tiles that city will have. That is a ways away yet. That iron will be within my cultural borders. In 37 turns, I suppose. Probably less since I am building the library there. Yeah, so I'll build a watermill there, a mine there, and Moai statues and all this shit, and you never know if whale... Does whale show up at the start? Whale does show up at the start. You never know if oil or something might show up in these tiles, which would further improve them. I could go into World Builder, but that would be cheaty. That is the very definition of cheaty. Right, so build a road down there. That's the last useless thing you have to do. You can then go up and chop jungle. Now go there. 79.7% odds. Chariots, I should point out, don't get defensive bonuses. So keeping it on the hill doesn't actually do anything other than, or anything different from keeping it on grassland, flatland. With that said, I still like the idea of forcing that barbarian to attack it across a river. But I'll just leave it there. Similarly, I shall just leave that warrior there. That barbarian warrior should eventually attack, and because of my defensive bonuses, which are immense at this point, between Woodsman, my Fortify bonus, and the inherent tile bonuses. Yeah, I should easily win against that warrior. If I don't, I'll be pissed, but it's hardly the first time. Okay, so now let's chop that on the hill. Let's do that, get that settler out a turn faster. Yep, okay, that sounds about right. See, now I get 99.6% odds. Which I may as well take. Then move back up to the hill. Now I would only get 9.9% odds. The odds that he gets are going to be much worse. So let's just sit still. Assume that he's going to attack me. The only reason he's angled like that is because he came from that tile. If he doesn't attack me, then that is strange. But no matter. Now, I can still build warriors. I find this strange, but I don't care. Yeah, you don't want to grow, do you? You cannot forget your cruel oppression. God damn it. I don't know how long I've been recording. Oh, yes I do. My broadcast software tells me. That's handy. I forgot to set a timer. But so be it. There's a timer now. So yeah, let's end the turn there. Get attacked. Oh, oops. But you were meant to attack me. How about if I sit there? Will you attack me now? Or reduce my combat odds further? Go there. Because the important thing, obviously, is that I defend my workers over anything else. I don't like this. I don't care that that chariot isn't at full strength, it almost is. What odds would I get? 95.1, even though I'm attacking in a forest. The last thing I want you to do is to get closer to my workers, so you go there, and then end turn. Right, let's get you up to that jungle. Turn down my research, and turn. You go pretty much exactly where I expected you to go, so you can go there, you can go there. Build a mine. Build a farm, because at the very least I do want to improve that sugar. Chop that. And turn my research back up. There we go. Finally they decided to attack my warrior. You want to attack that warrior. And now I am down on my spawn busters. Delightful. Let's move you back there. And that doesn't actually help at all. I shouldn't have done that. 7 turns beautifully heal, but you are due a promotion next turn, so that's fun. You can remove that jungle. Is that taking longer because it's outside my borders? Yes it is. No it isn't. It takes 4 turns anyway. Right, now you are unhappy, so you need to be whipped. Now I want an Axeman. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. 2 turns that you take. Shit. Shit. That said, that's because they get bonuses from the tile defense. I wouldn't. Oh, I don't have any strength to fight that. Right, run away. This is embarrassing. You run up there. I'll decide later what the best promotion is for him to take. This is not good, to say the least. So many barbarians. This is what I get for not spawn busting more, but I don't know what else I was meant to do. So let's just spam Axemen, I guess. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I will need a granary.
Awaiting your orders. All present and accounted for. What's the plan? What do you need?
God damn it. I was only 1 turn away from chopping the jungle. So be it. Let's move you down there and chop jungle there, I suppose. That's fine. And that is my phone telling me my countdown timer is done. Fine. That is hills, grassland with no forest on it, so I would not get the forest defense there. Let's skip my turn there. Let's move that chariot onto there. I need you back in my borders so you can actually do stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be defending or attacking with that Axeman, so again I shall hold off promoting it. Chop down jungle there.
Reporting for duty.
Right, farm, good. Okay, now I can actually do shit with Boston, because I actually have a food source. Let's chop down that, and hooray, I have a settler. That is so useful. Yeah, great. Let's move you up to there. That probably wasn't wise. As established, I was hoping to do a bit of exploring with a freshly built workboat, but clearly that is not an option at the moment. And now I'm getting attacked on all sides by everyone. Temple of Artemis has been built in the faraway land. Good job, whoever decided to build that.
All present and accounted for. All present and accounted for. Tell me what to do.
So I think it's a fairly safe assumption that that the archer will come into my borders and attack me. So I will just sit you there. Even if I lose, the chariot will defend the worker.
Ready for action.
This worker, thankfully, has done the best part of its job. Ideally I would have built a road there, but ultimately that doesn't matter anymore. You, however, can sit still in that tile. Whilst I proceed to make efforts to remove the jungle. This Axeman can go up there. The granary can be whipped in 2 turns, I suppose. That Axeman... I have no idea. Timing this is going to be weird. Let's turn my research back up. And leave you hanging, because next turn is when shit's going to go down. Thank you for watching, viewers. My name has been and shall continue to be Pretzle. If you enjoyed what you've seen, feel free to stick around for more. Episodes will presumably be released in the coming days. In the meantime, enjoy the music and don't forget to be awesome.